Hey guys, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. I really appreciate all the support and the love that you guys have been sending my way. I really am so grateful. In this video, I want to speak to you guys about something that Lisa said on the channel that I found was really interesting that I wanted to kind of expand on a little bit. And she said that we are future thinkers. And so we don't really pay that much attention to the past or sometimes not even the present, because we're always thinking about the future. We're always kind of planning for the future, or always thinking about what's going to happen in the future, always dreaming about it, daydreaming, night dreaming, always kind of in our heads. We spend a lot of time in our heads. You guys know that already. If you are an INFJ at all, or if you've spent time in the INFJ, you will notice they will disappear all of a sudden, and you know they've gone into their mind palace, they've gone into their daydream palace, and they've gone to their minds, and unless you kind of snap them out of it, and get back here, get back to the present moment, spend time with me, they're going to spend a lot of time in their heads. That's why when they walk through the world, they're not really in the physical world. I mean, their physical bodies are here. My physical body is here all the time. But I'll be walking through the world and I won't notice the physical body, physical world, sorry. I won't notice anything. I'll always be stumbling. And I'm just very clumsy because of that reason as well, because our physical bodies, we're so disconnected from it. And also we have no idea what's going on in the world. So if you say hello to us, if we won't notice because we're in our heads. If something happens, we won't notice. We're so observant in certain manners and so non-observant in other manners, right? And so we are future thinkers. We're always thinking about the future, which is a good thing in one way. It's good because, we're planning and we're planners and we analyze things to death. And if you start a business, we're going to analyze everything to death and we're going to make sure that it's a success. If we analyze to death and we're like, oh man, it's not a good business idea, so we won't take the plunge. So in both of those ways, one of it might be a good thing. Yeah, you're really good at planning. You're really good at, if you are going on a picnic, you're gonna have all the contingencies planned out for. If it rains, we're gonna have this. If it snows, we're gonna do this. If it hails, blah blah blah. We're gonna plan for all the contingencies. We're gonna plan for all eventualities because we're planners. We're future thinkers, and we'll check it off. We'll be like, okay, this. But because of that, we're less spontaneous. And because of that, because we know all the possibilities that a business might fail, we won't actually take the plunge. We won't actually take risks. We won't try things. And we'll sit in our bubble. We'll sit in our comfort zone. We won't do that. We won't be that person. We won't be that entrepreneur that tries something new and changes the world because we're like, well, what if this will work, right? Because we're future thinkers. I think that's the reason there's not that many INFJs that become entrepreneurs, although I think if we did, we would do really well. If we just learn how to take risks, and that's what I've been teaching myself for the past 5 or 6 years, is to take risks, to try things, do experiments. Don't worry about it too much. And it's very hard because it's very hard for me to switch off that part of me that's always planning and always thinking about the future and always thinking, oh, these are all the different ways that it could fail. Why am I doing it? These are all the different reasons why I would fail. What's wrong with me? Why am I even trying, right? Even right now, I'm starting a new business, and I know all the different ways that it can fail, and I've been planning it. I'm like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But in my head, I know that all those contingencies, all those things that are going to happen in your head will never come to fruition. 98% of them will never come to fruition. Never. Because those are all worst case scenarios. And it's never really, life is never a worst case scenario kind of world. When we are in our heads, we're thinking, oh my God, there's going to be a flood, everything's going to be, we're thinking about the worst thing that could possibly happen. And because of the worst thing that could possibly happen, we're like, we're never going to do that thing. But those worst things, worst case scenarios, never come to fruition. Mostly they don't. The world doesn't end. If it did, then we wouldn't be here. But mostly what happens is that a few things will happen that will be like bumps on the road, and a few things will happen where you're like, oh, whoa, I didn't expect that. But then eventually, things all work out for the best. That's usually how it happens. But because we are future thinkers, because we are planners, and because we are worst case scenario people, we are that person who's in the meeting saying, but what if? And everyone was like, but oh my God, I never thought about that. And we're like, what? You never thought about that? That's the first thing that came to my head. That's how we think. That's what INFJs do. That's why we need INFJs in the world. Absolutely. I totally get it. But sometimes we need to switch that part off of ourselves in order to live in the real world, or in order to do the things that we really want to do. I wanted to be an entrepreneur for the longest time. To live free, to live according to my own principles, to be my own boss, blah, blah, blah. But because I'm an INFJ and I had all of these worst case scenario things, and I knew all the ways my business could fail. I mean, 50% of businesses fail in their first year or something like that. And I knew that stat, and I'm like, why would I even try? That's a horrible stat. Why would I even give it a go? Well, because of the 50% that do succeed, right? And it's just a stat. It doesn't mean that you're going to be part of that stat. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be, and you might fail. But then what? You fail, you tried, and you learned, and then you move on to something else, right? And I think there's someone, I don't know who it is, but someone who said that there are no failures, there's only lessons, right? So either you win or you learn a lesson. You don't fail. There's no like winning or losing. You win or you learn a lesson, and that lesson can be used in order to build something else. And so that's what I've been doing for the past 5-6 years. As I said, I've been building my risk nature. I've been building myself so that I can take risks, so I can go take the plunge, so I can do experiments. Even though I know all the ways that it could go wrong, I still have to try it, because the way that you think it's going to go wrong is never the way it actually goes wrong. It actually is so funny. The more I've been trying it, the more I've been realizing the things that we think of in our head never actually come to fruition, but other things do come to fruition. Other things do happen, right? And I'm like, whoa, I never expected this to happen. And so I always try now. I'm like, okay, let's try with a small amount. Let's try with a small time. Let's try with something small. Let's put in a little bit of effort and see how it goes. See if it works out. If it doesn't, cool. You learned and you move on, right? Even with the jobs that I take on, I'll take them on for a few months, a few weeks. I'll try it and see how it works for me. And if it doesn't, then I'll move on to something else. But you always have to try, because if you don't, you're always going to be thinking about it. And you're going to be thinking about it and thinking, oh man, I should have tried that. If, I don't know, it might have been the best thing that ever happened to me. It might be blah, blah, blah. It won't be the best thing that ever happens to you, probably, right? It will be good. It might be bad, but it'll probably be good. And you try it for a bit, and then eventually you'll realize, okay, this is not for me, and you move on. Or you might realize it's really, really good for me, and I'm going to try more of it. Or you might realize it's okay, I like it, but I don't want to do it anymore. Whatever it might be, at least you tried it. At least you have no regrets, right? So one of the things I do want to recommend to you guys, especially if you're a younger INFJ and newer INFJ, one of the main lessons, or one of the main characteristics that I think INFJs should build in themselves, which is really going to round them out and make them better human beings, is to build their risk nature, to build their risk-taking nature, to build their ability to try new things. As an INFJ, we have a tendency to fall into our comfort zone over and over again. And we do that all the time with everything. We hang out with the kind of people that we trust. We'll be scared of new people. We're not going to try out new friendships. We're not going to try out new jobs. We're not going to try out new activities. We're always afraid of everything, because we're like, we know all the different things that can go wrong. And also, if we know something's working for us, we'll just stick with it, right? I know I did that for the longest time. And I know that I regretted it, because not that it was a waste of time, but there was so much more possibility, so many more things that I could have tried, but I didn't because I was too afraid. Now my policy is I try everything. I'll try everything once, I go for auditions, even though I'm scared to death of performing in front of people. I'll still go for an audition, because it's something that I'm like, well, I haven't tried at least once. And I tried and I loved it, and I went on more. I tried improv for the first time, and I was like, okay, this is one of the scariest things. My heart would be beating so loudly that I could feel like everyone could hear it. I still tried it, because you try it once, and I tried it and I loved it. I love improv. It's like actually one of the best things. I want to go back to it again. I don't have anyone to do improv with here, but I want to go back to it again. Things like that. It's just so interesting how the more I've been trying new things, the more I've been realizing that things that I thought would be completely out of my scope, completely out of my range, things that I thought I would never be interested in, are things that I'm so interested in. For example, just these videos, guys. I started doing them as a fluke, right? I did one because I really liked it. Actually, I did one because I did a video interview for a company, right? And I really liked it. It was an interview, and I wasn't speaking about anything major, but I enjoyed it so much, and I was like, this is actually a lot of fun, so let me do more videos. And I did more, and I liked it a little bit more. Never thought I would like it. I never thought I would like it, and I love it. I love it, and I want to do this for the rest of my life, right? I want you guys to realize that if you don't try something, you're never going to know if you're going to like it or if you don't like it. If you don't like it, cool, you never have to do it again, right? Don't invest a lot into it. Don't buy all the shoes that you need for it or buy all the equipment. If you're going to try yoga, don't buy the yoga mat right away. Go try it for a day or two and see if you like it, and then buy the equipment. Same thing with these videos. I started doing videos and I had a laptop. I had my webcam on it, crappy one. If you see the first videos I did, oh my god, the quality is horrendous, right? But I was like, I'm just trying it out. I'm not going to make any investment into it. I'm just doing it to see if I like it. I loved it. Then I bought a nicer webcam. I spent $150 on it. That's what I use right now still. It's still not the perfect quality, but it's good enough for now. And eventually I might upgrade a little bit more when I see or feel like I need a little bit more of an upgrade. Right now this is working perfectly for me, right? So as time goes on, I'll start improving on it. But for right now, I love it. I love this kind of scenario, this thing. It makes me so happy, guys. You probably know it's about me already. But I would never have done it if I did not try new things. And this is my whole thing for you guys. Try new things. Try them. Try them once. Try them, because I know as a future thinker, you're probably thinking, it's never going to work. I'm not good at it, blah, blah, blah. If I had let my future thinking self talk me out of it, I would never have done these videos, because I know all the different ways that could go wrong. I'm terrible at speaking. I'm horrible at doing makeup, and my face, it doesn't look that beautiful. My hair is a complete mess, and look at what I'm wearing. I mean, it's an old shirt that's worn out, and the equipment I have is not that great, and the lighting is okay. So all that stuff. I mean, if I started thinking about all the things, I would never do these videos, right? If I started thinking about all the ways it could go wrong, I would never do them. If I started thinking about all the different ways people could persecute me on it, I would never do them. But I don't. I think about how much fun I have with these, and I just do them, and I put them out there. They do well sometimes, they do terribly sometimes, but I'm just putting them out there every single day over and over and over again, and I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, basically, right? That's what I want to do. Again, I hope this makes sense to you guys. I've been finding that a lot of these topics, because you guys are sending me, I'm trying to be more, I'm trying to do longer videos on them, because I feel like there's a lot to talk about. If there's something that I missed out on, something that you want me to clarify, let me know, because I do miss things, and I'm not doing this out of a script or anything like that. So if you think that I could expand on something, let me know. If you guys have questions, let me know. You can message me below in the comments, or you can email me or contact me. All my contact information is in the description below again. So you can contact me in any way you want. Facebook, email, blah, blah, blah. And if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know as well. If you didn't like it, let me know as well, okay? Alright, thank you again for watching. Thank you for being on my channel. I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.